I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me.
Oh boy, no one saw this coming, trust me. No one saw this coming. I had an idea that Bitcoin might take a huge dip to the downside, but I didn't expect the dip to be this drastic yesterday. I was thinking maybe it's going to be something that's going to happen gradually. I didn't know Bitcoin is going to go right below $99,000. Look at crypto bubbles. It's all right on the weekly time frame, and if we still go on the daily time frame, it's gonna be still right. Even though we have some few coins doing so well today, like Move, BGB. The entire market is decimated by Bitcoin. Okay, and this happened yesterday during the FOMO meeting. And yeah, the rate cut was okay, 25 basis points. Something most people expected, but again, Bitcoin was supposed to be that hedge, or crypto was supposed to be that hedge against inflation, against all other assets. We saw how the entire asset class dropped as US dollar value increased. But now the question is, what next for altcoins and meme coins? What should we be looking at this point in time? Is this the end of the dip, or should we expect more dip to come in the future? Is the alt season ended, or are we going to see some upward movement with altcoins? Today, I want to answer these questions. I want to look more on market structure to see where we are on the macro perspective in the market, to see how we can build a sustainable crypto portfolio for ourselves that will help us long term. I know it's hard to see a portfolio bleed. It's hard for me as well. But with a plan, with a proper plan, you are always gonna be positioning yourself in a way that you won't take most of the hit. That's why you need to learn how to trade using my strategy. My strategy is focusing more on Bitcoin, taking most of the profit at times put in Bitcoin when the market is going up. Most of the profit goes in Bitcoin and other goes in Ethereum. In this case, when we see an unexpected market dip like something that happened like yesterday, we're not going to be down that drastically, because Bitcoin doesn't just fall like that. It takes time to fall, so you need to learn the way I go about investing. I buy so many coins, but I don't buy it with all of, like, with most of my capital. I buy it with a certain percentage of my capital. Then I want to make sure I have most of my money in Bitcoin, and when I see opportunity in the altcoin that I'm trading, I buy. But this time around, most of the altcoin caught me. I wasn't in Bitcoin, so I had to now, yeah. So yeah, at times your own strategy can still backfire on you. But I still have most of my stuff in Bitcoin, even though I took the hit yesterday. So I just want us to look at what is going on with the market. Let's see. Like, we're gonna look more on the total two, total three, or other cryptocurrency, like the top altcoins in the space. Let's see what the charts is saying, and how we can apply this to the coins that we are investing in. So this is total two, or no, total three. These are all cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what I want us to look at here on the daily time frame is structure. Okay, structure is still maintained. despite the downward trend for altcoins. Okay, and this should tell us that all coin markets still have strength. You know, taking out Bitcoin and Ethereum, we still have some strength in the altcoin market. Okay, so if we have to exclude Bitcoin and Ethereum, the market is still in strength. But let's see if still we have to exclude only Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on. So this is the total to excluding Bitcoin. So all the coins out there excluding Bitcoin, and we can see that it's still maintaining structure, even though it took this huge dip to the downside yesterday. You can see, but we are still in structure, which is good news. Okay, we should be happy that we are still in this structure, yeah. And provided we are still in this structure, we are still in an uptrend for altcoins, meaning the alt season is not yet over. And if we look at the weekly time frame, we can confirm this more. You can see we break structure, yeah, and it was but normal to expect price to reverse from this area, as I mentioned in my previous videos. I told you guys that I cashed out most of my profit, yeah, when I saw this chart here, because I was thinking maybe the market makers can retrace price back to was this area where price break structure. So this was the area that price break structure. So if we apply the way I trade or the way I look at market structure, we should expect this price to get right to this range here, to this area, zone, before we can expect the next move to the upside, or it can even come right down towards this area, and if it still stays above this zone, then we are still in an uptrend. Okay, but on the daily time frame is different. Instead, if the price get into this zone and stay here, then we are still in an uptrend from this move to the upside. This is the support of this move to the upside, this zone here. So we don't want to see price break below this zone on the weekly time frame. So on the macro aspect of the market, we are bullish. Okay, we are bullish, and this is the weekly chart that I'm looking at for total two. That's all cryptocurrency excluding Bitcoin. And if I look at the same excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, we want to see that the same structure applies here. So let's go to this one and stay on the weekly time frame. You can see the same thing applies here, and the same structure applies here on the weekly time frame. This huge move to the upside, pullback, break of structure. So we should expect pullback. And one tool I use to determine where or when the pullback can happen, or like where is the target of the pullback. I use the Fibonacci tool to do this. Let me bring in the Fib tool here to give me a clue on where we should expect the market to retrace to. So I block in the Fib tool from here to the top here. I think maybe I should block it from where the move started to the downside. Yeah, I think this should be the area where I should block it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the case. So the golden pocket is gonna be the zone where we can expect that. I mean, if the price is gonna be super bearish, then we should expect at least something like this. Price should come towards this area. But again, I'm a little bit skeptical, because I think we break structure, yeah, but we should go and break this previous structure before we can start looking at sustainable pullback. If say the move end at this level, then maybe we might even go a little bit downward, because this move must or should go at least break and make higher highs. Okay, before maybe we expect the next move to come back here. But if say we have to analyze this the way we just did, so let's begin the analysis on this chart first. So let's take it here to the top of this move. Now let's bring it here to see that where the target should be if say that's the case. Okay, you can see the move is not yet ended. So I expect price to break, at least go right towards 1.3 trillion for total three, before we can expect some sort of pullback. Okay, and if say that's the case, then maybe from there we can expect pullback to get towards this zone. Let me mark it for you. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Let me mark this for you. So this is the area where we should expect pullback to take place. After price gonna break that zone, so we should expect pullback there, or let's say around this range. Okay, so guys, this is like if I'm doing this analysis, it's the same as doing it on your on your Ethereum, on your meme coins, on your altcoins, whatever altcoins you are holding. These charts represent all of it. Okay, so if this chart is bullish, then your altcoin should be bullish. If this chart is bearish, then your altcoin should be bearish, or your meme coin should be bearish. It's just the way it is. Nothing more to that. Now, I'm gonna show you guys another chart, and this time around it's gonna be the total cap, like all altcoins, excluding the top 10 cryptocurrency in the space. And if you look at this critically, you're gonna see that what just happened, or what I just showed you on the previous chart, is the same thing playing out here on the weekly time frame. Reversal from this major resistance zone, and now this time around the altcoins are around the area where I expected pullback get to. So should we expect more upside? Yes. Why? If I pull in the same analysis, I do in the same analysis here. Let's block it from where this move started to the upside, or yeah, let me say from this pullback. Okay, this pullback to the upsides, and this is going to be the golden pocket. So now let's do the same thing here and see where the target can be for altcoin, or might be for altcoin. So let's see how far this could take altcoins towards. So we are looking at almost about almost the range that I mentioned. Yes, 900 billion, but this one should give us a distance move of around 695 billion. So we should expect the next pump, or this movement, to go straight to that before maybe expect major retracement, like something like this. Something like this. We should expect something like this only when price get to the top, of that move. So again, these are all indication that the market is still bullish. Okay, I'm just trying to give us a perspective of what is going on in the market, what price have done in the past, and what we might expect price to do in the future. I'm not saying this is what is going to happen. Don't don't get me wrong, but again, when we look at trading or investing, it's more of what has happened in the past, and they keep repeating the same thing over and over, if not the same, but you keep doing it over and over. Another chart I want to show you guys here is the Bitcoin dominance chart, and this is also a crucial chart to pay attention to, particularly during this bull market or out season. And we saw how Bitcoin. This is the weekly time frame. Let me just make it in a way that we all can see it properly. So is okay. Now you can see dominance went right up to almost 60. That was about 60, 61.5%. Okay, and that was around the target that I mentioned. It was around this area, but I was still thinking maybe it could go right up to about 70%. That was what I was thinking, and I still stand by that, because even though we break this trend, we are back in the trend. So until we get out of this trend, before I can, invalidate this target to the upside around 70% for dominance. But let's see where we are right now on this chart. Now, price is rejecting at this key level, this key resistance level for dominance, and it's but okay for price to reject. Why? Because price have done this in the past when price was in an uptrend, and also when price was in a downtrend. You see here, price rejected here one, two, three, four times. When price break structure, one, two times. Now price is there. I'm talking about dominance. I'd love to address this as price. So it means the next candle, or this weekly candle, should not close below this range. So we don't want to see this candle close above here. We want to see it stay below this range. All right. So if that's not be the case, then we should expect dominance to keep going down, 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 and down. Okay. And if dominance keep going down, down, and down, that's good for altcoins. Okay. So maybe we could see something like this. Something like this might happen. Something like this might happen down, then a little bit for maybe go and make more lower lows. You know, yeah. So maybe something like that can happen, and if that's the case, it's gonna be good for the entire altcoin market. The alt season is gonna be good because dominance is gonna be dropping, and the alt season is gonna be it's gonna be on fire, So we're gonna look at some couple of altcoins if say that's the case, so we can see where we are on the higher time frame. But before we go there, let's look at USDT dominance. This one also is an important chart. This bad boy has been staying here, this range for a long time now, and has created this double bottom here. Let me say double bottom here to an extent. Yeah, let me know. It's not really that double bottom, but it's around the same range, And if price stays within this range, then we should be bullish for USDT dominance. In that case, we can bring in the flip tool to estimate how far the retracement can take us towards. You can see it can take us towards around 4.7% before we retrace back. So maybe we can see more downside for altcoins. Trust me, we can see more downside for altcoins. And this is going to happen only when we see dominance, break above this structure yet. It has created this structure here on the weekly time frame. If we go on the daily time frame, we want to see what I'm trying to say here. So let's move to the daily time frame. So you see, okay, you can see it's struggling here. If it breaks this zone and target this 4.7% area, then our altcoins are gonna keep dumping. So maybe what is going on right now is it's good rejection. We're gonna see more downside before pullback, but I doubt because USDT dominance is at a level where I think it wanna retrace to towards this area around 5% at least before we can expect the next pullback. So what I'm trying to say here is maybe we can see a pause for a month, 2 months, I don't know, or yeah, maybe price can just be moving sideways. Um, we see some oil coins pump down before maybe the next move in 2025. Because looking at this data here on the weekly and on the daily time frame for USDT dominance, it's showing otherwise, except something happen in the market that is gonna cause the price of Bitcoin and altcoins to move drastically. But as of now, I would say that this structure here it doesn't look good for altcoins and Bitcoin. And also, looking talking about structure for Bitcoin, let's see where Bitcoin is at right now. Okay, Bitcoin is still bullish because um, we haven't yet broken the major structure during this uptrend, particularly on the daily time frame. Okay, so you can see this is a structure here, and we have been holding this for like how many days? More than a week. This zone, and we break this structure. So breaking structure should expect price to retest that structure. But now, whenever price is gonna do something like this, price must at the same time retrace back to a level where price should be making more higher highs, not lower lows. But looking at the 4 hours time frame, we can see clearly that the price has gotten to a zone where maybe price is not able to break the structure to make more higher highs. So this is what I'm looking at here for Bitcoin. This zone is gonna be a crucial zone for Bitcoin to trade above, and this is around the $102 price point for Bitcoin, and this zone was an important psychological zone in the past, and now price is back there. So what do you think is going on? If Bitcoin is going to break these key areas, I'm going to be candid with you guys right now. If Bitcoin is going to break these key areas here, let me mark this other one. If Bitcoin is going to break this area and trade below this zone, oh boy, then our altcoins are dead. Okay, they're gonna plunge even more downward. So no matter what happens, we want to see Bitcoin remain in this range. In this range, move sideways, up, down, sideways, but stay in this range. You know, and then expect the next move to the upside. If Bitcoin break this zone, then it's gonna come back. It's gonna retrace back to this support here, and then price is gonna be moving to in this around this zone. So and if price is moving around this zone, then it might take price back towards its downside. And that's not what we want for Bitcoin, at least not now. You know, and the target is going to be around $85,000 for Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is going to do something like that, this is the target we should expect Bitcoin to head to before maybe cool down a little bit, then expect the next move to the upside. So you can see we have already marked out zones where we can expect Bitcoin to pull from or trade in between before making the next move to the downside, and so on and so forth. And if Bitcoin is going to break this zone, yeah, down here, then we're gonna look at the next target around this um yeah, it's gonna be the next target. Yeah, because we trace to before we look at also this other zone. Yeah, as the next target if price break that other range. So you can mark these zones on your chart on the 4 hours time frame. Because trust me, if we're gonna see more dip for Bitcoin, these are the key areas that Bitcoin is gonna respect, and these are the key areas that your altcoins are going to respect. So let me explain what I mean by that. If we see Bitcoin break this zone, you're going to pull back from here, at least a little bit, go to the upside, so you can buy altcoins. When you see Bitcoin around this zone, means altcoins are going to dump as well and get around their own key zones, and then they're going to start, preparing to retrace back to the upside. And when they retrace back to the upside, you're going to end at this zone here, this area where we have this resistance here. And if say price is not able to go and make higher highs from that move, then we should expect the next pullback to take us to around $86,000 for Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin get to this zone, you're gonna cool down a little bit, and all coins are gonna cool down a little bit as well. And if Bitcoin is not able to go and make higher highs from here, like go and make higher highs, then the next target is gonna be here. You're gonna cool down a little bit, and if Bitcoin is not able to go and make higher highs from here, then you're gonna cool down from here again, then go up like that. So you just need to mark these zones so that you can be ready to see what might happen with your altcoins ahead of time. It's very important. I really want us to be ahead of the curve. I don't want us to make mistakes. Of course, I always preach that have most of your assets in Bitcoin. I do, preach that, and I believe that. But yesterday, not all of my asset was in Bitcoin. I mean, not most of my asset was in Bitcoin. I have 50% of my asset out in the air, and I was hit bad. So at times, like, I have to be honest with you guys, because it's not as if always I get it right, but I know when I know what I should do next when I get it wrong. I sold most of the altcoins that I think I don't need at this point in time, and I sold it into altcoins that have more strength. So that if say we keep seeing more dip, then I can capitalize on that, then get in back to those other coins that have more dip. So I'm trying to balance my portfolio right now in a way that I focus more on coins that have that are less volatile. Then if say we see more dip in the market, then those coins that are less volatile are not gonna dip that much, but those coins that are highly volatile are gonna dip that much. Then I can sell that coin, the coins that are less volatile, buy those coins that are high volatile, because I know if say the market is gonna reverse, it's gonna begin first with the coin that have like the mid cap that have strength, and then followed by coins that have not got strength in the market. So it's obvious that this is how it is, but at the same time, I'm not bothered that, oh, I'm this is the end of me, but I'm here for the long ride, right? And I know long term pretty is pretty awesome, and I'm not gonna be stay saying to myself, or beating myself right now, saying to myself like, oh, it's done, you've lost money. No, that's nothing for now. In the future, will not make more than what the market have taken right now. And you only lose when you sell. And I've lost in most of the coins that I sold. I had to do it because um, I had to balance my portfolio. But if say you don't have the kind of capital that I have, you don't have to bother yourself. If say you don't like the money you have in your coins right now is not something you should care about. Like you don't want to use it to buy groceries, to pay for bills. Then you are good. You're fine. Talking about we are good, we are fine. Let's look at some couple of altcoins that might give us some perspective of what is going on. Like for example, this is baby Dogecoin on the 4 hours time frame, and yeah, this was expected. This move, this pullback. I mentioned this pullback back then in my previous video, and this has just capitalized on the fact that we are still in an uptrend for baby Dogecoin, despite the downward trend. Why? Because we break structure, yeah, and we are coming back to retest structure. This is the major resistance, the major support level for this move here, and price is still around you see, like in an uptrend for baby Dogecoin. We can look at multiple other coins like ICP, the same thing. Price is still in structure on the higher time frame. We can look at core, the same thing on core. Price is still in an uptrend for core, just retracement back to key levels. We can look at Floki, the same thing, retracing key levels after break of structure. Now at the level where price break structure, we can look at QNT retracing back to key levels after huge pump to the upside. We can look at Aero. You can see that price is retracing back after this huge pump to the upside from here. So nothing really is happening on the higher time frame. So don't be scared. Don't feel as if the market is dumping, everything is gonna go to zero or the off season is dead. I've just shown you on the higher time frame or the macro perspective of the market, total two, total three, we are still bullish for altcoin. And if I bring in like EGLG coin, you can see these coins on the higher time frame are respecting key structures and they are on fire. Even chirpley, the same thing. After this huge pump to the upside, look at this retracement back to the golden pocket. Many of these coins are doing the same thing. You know, and it's good, because I want to see coins that respect. I want to be in coins that respect structure. Also, if we look at XLM, we're gonna see that it's still bullish. Look at Sui. Sui is still bullish. Miro is still bullish to an extent, yeah, because this was the area where the move started, and price is back around that area. So I would say Miro look a little bit bad, but it's still in an uptrend after this huge upward trend. Price hasn't come back to break and make lower lows, so we are still in an uptrend. Boomer, the same thing. Let's see, ARB, ARB, yeah, the same thing. But with ARB, I'm a little bit skeptical because most coins have taken a huge hit to the downside, but ARB haven't yet done that. I can see here that we have done only two moves. First move, pullback, second move. So we should expect more downside for ARB around this 0.68 zone for ARB. So yesterday, I had to wait a little bit. I'm gonna sell some of my ARB after this pullback. Those of you who are holding ARB as well, you're gonna sell some of your ARB as well. Or sell everything if you want to, and then get into coins that have already done something like this that I'm trying to show you. Like example, this coin ARO. ARO have already done this. After this huge pump pullback here was normal because price was in a downtrend for a long time, and price this huge move break structure, so price had to retest structure. Price have done that, so let's expect this move here to take us at least towards this area first. you know at least we should expect pullback towards this area before maybe something else might happen for ARO. So I'm looking at this zone as a zone where I'm going to cash out my first profit for ARO, before maybe the next target. Let's look at DOT. DOT, the same thing. Guys, most of these coins or all of these coins are just pulling back to retest previous structure that when price was pumping. That's what we should expect to happen in the market. That's why you should always catch up with it. That's why I always say to you, if say you want to be ahead of the curve, at least be part of my VIP. Those who are part of my VIP cannot say they didn't cash out some profit at one point in time. But what happened is if say they have proper management of portfolio, like if they have proper portfolio management. And if say you are lacking in portfolio management and you want to get to that level, I can help you with that. I have a portfolio management session where I can educate you on how to go about that. But those of you who are part of my complete education, you are exposed to my portfolio as well. Like I can help you to manage your portfolio. That's what I mean to say. So not like you're exposed to my portfolio, like you can have my portfolio, but I can help you with portfolio management. So those of you who are part of my who are taking my complete course session, one-on-one session, reach out to me with your portfolio. Let me see how I can help you to rebalance it right now, so that the next time price is taken off, be good. Even if we're gonna take the next dip, like even when we take the next dip, you're gonna be still fine, with your portfolio. So um yeah, I think that's that for today's video. I don't have much to share with you guys. I don't want to believe at least to an extent you've gotten something out of this content, and that might help you in your investment, your trading. Just comment below what challenges you are facing, and if say you are someone who really want to take your investment to the next level, trust me, you need to learn. And why you must learn is something that everyone must do, like learn, right? So you must learn because everyone must learn to be successful. So try as hard as possible to educate yourself more. We haven't gone anywhere. This pullback is nothing as compared to what we have seen previously. So I've shown you guys a chart. You can see for yourself, most of these coins are doing so well. They are still retracing back to key levels and giving us now a more buying opportunity. So if say you are there freaking out, like your portfolio is dead or is doing this, trust me, you are still good. You are still good. Just chill, take a cup of coffee, drink tea, relax. Don't bother yourself so much. Just allow time to play out. You're gonna see a reversal. And if say you wanna buy more, wait a little bit. Don't buy. Wait for more confirmation. Get to my VIP group, and I'm gonna be sharing one-on-one analysis on your coins to see where we are at this point in time and what we should expect your coin to do. I'm gonna be doing that with my community soon. I mean, my VIP. I'm gonna like try to see how I can help them with their coins. Chat out of their coins to see where they are and where we should expect pullback, and if price reject from those key zones, how they can react to their portfolio and so on. I'm gonna be doing this for them, even though they are paying me just they are paying me just to get my signal. I'm gonna be doing that for them because I want to see everyone succeed. All right, guys. That's it for today's video. I wish you all the best and take care of yourself. Bye bye. Ciao.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe